Jesus! Push hard! Come on, you have to run!
Welcome to Ireland's Fittest Family. Now, this show has lured in families from all across the country with the bait of €15,000 and the glory of landing the title of Ireland's Fittest Family. Last week, Donnacha O'Callaghan and new coach Nina Carberry both fell at the first hurdle, losing one family each, much to the delight of Davy and Anna. So tonight, things are really heating up. Well, apart from the water, which is freezing. Oh!
So I can see Donnacha is focused today. The Sheehans from Limerick, they'll probably feel there's a good omen with Limerick after winning the All-Ireland. I just really hope we beat them in the first race.
Yeah, tough week, always hard to take. You want to get off to a brilliant start, and I certainly didn't do that. In fact, I limped out. So I head into week 2 knowing that I need to improve big time.
Nina was heartbroken last week after losing her family. I expect a lot of fire out of Nina today. She'll do whatever it takes to get her team over the line.
Yeah, I know exactly how Davy works, so yeah, very wary at the minute, but we're just going to kick on and try and do the best we can.
We're in the lakes tonight for the second heat of the competition. All our coaches and families want to progress from the lakes, onto the forest, through to the swamp, and go all the way to the grand final on the mountain. It's the second of 4 heats in the lake. Let's meet tonight's 4 families. It's Davies Nugents from Louth.
The reason why we entered, it's just one of those things in our house. We watched it from the very beginning since the lads were very young. And I think as the lads got older, they were kind of keen to take part in the show. Of course, the competition starts even between us when we're watching the programme.
Got the Nugents today, delighted. The actual mix of the team is brilliant. 2 lads really fit. Mags and Donal are in great shape. So we just need to get things right, tactically get it right and go at this.
Nina's Burns from Waterford.
As a family, we're strong, we're a close family.
We're willing to give anything a go, and we're really sporty, we're competitive. The Burns family look really up for it. Daisha family, and yeah, real kind of GA background, so they're really up for the trip, I think.
Anna's Gallagher's from Donegal.
We're definitely buzzing. We can't wait to get out there and do the first race. Hopefully we do well.
I do believe we win an event today. I didn't think we could win. Time to bring it back to Donegal.
So the Gallaghers are from Donegal. They've come a long way to be here today, so hopefully they're going to make it count.
And lastly, Donnacha Sheehan's from Limerick.
Yeah, I'd say it's a fairly competitive house. We've all been playing hurling, rugby, all sorts of sports, and there's been a few fights along the way. But I think the natural team leader will be Mem. She'll be doing a lot of shouting, but I think we'd all be egging each other on during that whole thing.
Some of my greatest teammates have been from Limerick, and there's this character of someone from Limerick that shines through when it comes to big days. So I'm hoping the Sheehans have that in spades.
Only 2 families will qualify here tonight. All 4 families will compete in 2 events: Fast and Furious and Slingshot. The family with the highest combined score from these events goes straight through to the quarter-finals. The family with the lowest points will be sent home, and the 2 remaining families will face each other in the eliminator. Our next event is a classic, but you know what? On balance, I think I'll leave it to the families. This is Fast and Furious. Oh. No thanks.
Fast and Furious returns, but we've added some extra twists to make it even tougher. It's a test of speed, agility and endurance. All 4 families go head-to-head in this relentless relay race. Each member must jump over a series of straw bales, take on the balance beams, and now they have cargo nets and rat tunnels to contend with before sprinting back to tag in the next member of their family. Once all 4 members have finished their individual run, they have to sprint up the course together, then climb back up on the starting straw bales. Top points go to the first full family standing, and remember, nobody is going home after the first event.
So this week we're starting with Fast and Furious. Know this quite well. The whole lot of this probably comes down to the balance beam. There's people coming off this balance beam today. I just don't want it to be us. So keep listening to me on the way down. I'm probably going to be calm enough once we get to the balance beam on the way down. Once you're running, I'll be at you.
So I was talking to Davy earlier on, and he is smug. There hasn't even been a race in Ireland's Fittest family today, and he is already smug. He thinks he's getting his second family straight through. Not if I can help it.
The most important thing is that the person that is last is not the slowest runner.
Yeah. Look, all the other coaches as well know that I'm a little bit vulnerable at the moment, so I need to come out swinging. Margie, you're going to be brilliant, yes? Let's see you now, yeah?
Fast and Furious, we're up against all the other families, so you have to be quick and you have to be, I suppose, agile as well to get over the balance beam and through the tunnel. So there's a lot to it and a lot can go wrong. So yeah, everything needs to kind of go right for this event, and you can't lose any time. Best of luck, guys.
So Fast and Furious is back from left to right. It's the Nugents, the Sheehans, the Byrnes and the Gallaghers. Paul O'Donovan, our referee, will get them underway.
3, 2, 1!
And away we go. Conor Gallagher is first for his family. Simon Byrnes, Danny Sheehan and Finn Nugent, who's fallen, but he's okay. There's an early lead for Conor Gallagher, the 17-year-old, and it's a good lead. He's down at the balance beam. Have to calm everything down. Coming off there was Simon Byrnes, but Conor Gallagher's got through there, and now the cargo net. Balance beam is a tricky obstacle to get through, but Finn Nugent has got through there, so has Simon Byrnes. Leading though is Conor Gallagher. Up at the cargo nets, we've 4 teenagers leading out their families in this first event. There's Conor Gallagher. He has led right from the start. He's got to the flag and now he has to sprint back up to the top of the course. Anna Geary going with him. There's Conor Gallagher. That's Finn Nugent out in second place at the moment, and now his sprint back up the hill. So next in for the Gallaghers will be Molly. She's 23, over the first of the straw bales. Finn Nugent is second. His dad Donal takes on the second leg. Danny Sheehan up in third, and Margie's in, his mum. But look at Donal Nugent, he is flying over those bales and he's catching up on Molly Gallagher closest to us. So here comes Simon Byrnes, first back for his family, and Louise is in next. Molly Gallagher still has the lead. Louise Byrnes off and jumping. Down at the balance beams, Margie Sheehan has caught right up on Donal Nugent. He's finally got through there. Margie taking it easy with Donica there beside her. Oh, and she's come off the balance beam, has to go back to the start. There's Molly Gallagher from Donegal. They have the lead and she heads back up the hill. Donal Nugent in second at the Rat Tunnel. So Margie is losing time and she's come off the beam again, and that opens the door for Louise Byrnes to try and overtake her. And Louise is doing well on the balance beam. No, she's come off as well. And Molly is back to tag her mum Lisa into Fast and Furious. Third leg for the Gallaghers. They lead. They've led right from the start. Margie Sheehan has finally got away from the balance beam. They're in third. Louise Byrnes still behind. And Louise has got through. Well done, Louise. It's not at all easy. Up to the cargo net. So the Gallaghers are leading. Here's Lisa. Now that can change pretty quickly if she has a problem on the balance beam, but Lisa, oh, and she's come off, so that opens the door for the others to try and catch up. There's Mags Nugent, they're in second at the moment. 3 out of 4 have taken on Fast and Furious. Oh, and no, that's not going to be good enough for Lisa, is it? No. No, she's got to do it again. Mags Nugent likewise on the balance beam. And now Lisa is, well, she's going to drag herself across that balance beam.
Keep your knees up.
It's an unusual way of doing it, but as you can see, it's effective. So they've come up with that plan, and it's working for Lisa Gallagher. What about Mags Nugent? She's halfway across the balance beam, almost at the end. No, she's got to do it once more. And Lisa Gallagher has held on to first place for her family. A great bit of improvisation for Lisa. So Donica is running alongside Margie Sheehan. They're in last place at the moment. Margie heading up to release Josh. The Burns are in third, and that is Louise Burns, and now she tags Martina, her mum, into the race. Margie's up there, and now Josh Sheehan. They're in last at the moment. Martina having trouble at that bail. Here comes Josh Sheehan, and Josh has overtaken Martina Burns. The Sheehans are now in third place, and they're chasing down the Nugents for second, and the Gallaghers holding on to first place. Lisa down at the bottom of the course. This is Mags Nugent having an issue with the cargo net. Josh got through the balance beam. He's now up to the cargo net and just very close to Mags Nugent. Can the Sheehans overtake the Nugents and get into second? And I think Josh has done that. He's just 16 years of age. They are now in second place. A brilliant performance from Josh Sheehan. Martina Burns is struggling at those bails. Lisa back up at the top of the course, and James Gallagher is last in for them, and he is flying over the bails as if they weren't even there. That's an outstanding performance from James Gallagher. And now racing up to the top is Josh Sheehan. They have come from fourth to second. Mags Nugent has to go round the flag and race to the top of the course. The Gallaghers still lead. Josh Sheehan has been brilliant. His brother Ben now on the fourth leg for the Sheehans, and Martina is really struggling at those bails, and she can't get over.
Don't worry.
Important support from Nina Carberry. James Gallagher has been very quick. The Gallaghers look to be in pole position. Ben Sheehan putting pressure on now. He's at the balance beam. It's the race for second and third, it appears. And that is nice and calm from Ben Sheehan.
You beauty, Ben!
Cargo net. Here comes Danny Nugent, their final family member, into Fast and Furious. Davy right there beside him. James Gallagher racing back to the top to release the other three members of his family. Ben Sheehan holding on to second. Danny Nugent is in third. The Burns look to be out of it at this stage. Now all four of the Gallaghers are in, and they've got to race down to the bottom of the course without taking on the obstacles and get back up to the top. This is Ben Sheehan, the come from behind specialist, and they've done that from fourth to second. Third place is Danny Nugent. Ben Sheehan racing back up to the top. His heart will be pumping really hard because he's going to have to sprint down the course and back up again if they're going to claim second place. But not if the Nugents have anything to do with the Davies family. So now the Sheehans sprint down the course. Davies got to get out of the way. He's a bit up close and personal there. Now the Nugents are racing down. Can they make up that gap? It's a sizable gap. Everybody tired and fatigued at this stage. The Sheehans have been quick. The Gallaghers are going to win. They're going to take maximum points. What a performance. They've laid down a marker. Here come the Sheehans. All four of the Gallaghers have to stand up on that very top bail. The Sheehans, the Nugents are closing, but they're a bit spread out at this point. The Gallaghers standing up. They win and take maximum points. Big performance from them, but it's about second and third. The Sheehans and the Nugents. It's going to be very, very tight indeed. Really tight. They've got to drag themselves up to the top of the bales. Look at this, a photo finish at the end. The Sheehans on the right, the Nugents on the left. Who's it going to be? Can they get their mum up to the top? It's the Nugents who get second, and the Sheehans beaten, just pipped for third. And Donegal will not like losing to Davy in that way. But for all the families, there is another event.
Oh, Margie, you did nothing wrong. You were brilliant, Margie. You were brilliant. Do you hear me?
The Sheehans individually did a brilliant performance, especially Margie did a really great job. But that little few seconds at the hay bales really cost us.
It was tough. There wasn't much in it in the end, and it's just hard to get up in the bales at the end when we left everything out there. So
the difference between second and third is massive. You don't want to be the first team going home, and we have to scrap for them points, and that could be a big point come the end of it.
I've got to be honest, in the middle of that, apparently Davy ran with me at one point coming back. I didn't know where I was, actually. I just kept going. So I actually didn't even know. I had to ask them at the end, where did we go? Hadn't a clue.
I think we all got really lucky with the balance beam, you know, and my mum, quick thinking at the end, kind of scooting herself across it. And the rat tunnel was a lot harder than it looks. I was pretty exhausted by that time. So, yeah, it's a lot tougher than you think it would be.
So I've been in this position before. Last week, we came in first place in the first event. Everything was going well. And then it didn't go according to plan for the second event. We found ourselves in an eliminator. So right now, it's forget the first event. Pats on the backs are over. It's about focusing now on the second event.
Oh, Martina, that was so tough.
Oh, I know, it's just, well, as I say, it was my worst nightmare. The hay bales one, the one I was saying, please don't have that in it. But look, I don't mind for me, but I'm just sorry for them that I couldn't just do it.
I think your family are still pretty happy with you. They're still going to keep you. Another event.
Get here and give it a go. Yeah. Don't worry, we have another event.
Yeah, just the event didn't really suit the Burns today. Obviously Louise and Simon did really, really well, and we were in with a shout. It just was unfortunate. Martina just couldn't attack the bails, and it was just unfortunate. But it's just one of those things. We're going to go on to the next event and try and do our best.
So after our first round, Anna's Gallaghers are sitting pretty at the top of the leaderboard. Davy's Nugents are in second place. Donica's Sheehan's are third, but having failed to complete the course, Nina's Burns are yet to score. But as always at this point, it's still all to play for.
Get going! You beaut!
Come on, you have to be quicker.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Welcome back to Ireland's Fittest family. Earlier, Anna's Gallaghers from Donegal emerged from the heats in first place. But Nina's Burns from Waterford failed to pick up any points. There's still a long way to go, and our next event could change everything.
Our second event became an instant classic when it made its debut last year, and it sprung back to life at the Lakes. It's Slingshot, and I've the best seat in the house.
Slingshot is a time trial where all 4 family members are submerged waist deep in the pond and attached to bungee cords. They must pick up one ball at a time and wade through the swampy water, pulling against the tension on the cords to place the ball in their own barrel. The cord tension and difficulty levels vary from light to medium to tough, so who goes on what bungee cord is the key. Each ball is worth 1 point, and they have 5 minutes to get as many as they can into those barrels. The family with the most collected get top points in Slingshot.
Our first family to take on Slingshot are Donica's Sheehan's from Limerick.
Do Limerick proud.
Go on, Limerick. Margie, we might chat about you at a point, maybe having a few shots.
My mum, when she was younger, she used to play basketball a bit. So she might come in handy today with a few 3-pointers or anything. But I'd say we'll be going for the slam dunks today, just to make sure of it.
Let's go now, you're nicely so. And just here, remember that feeling of being pipped the last time? Yeah, that's a sickener. This is in our control, so finish it out here. Yeah, don't be sickened. Don't be sickened, yeah?
I think the Gallaghers might be our strongest opponents in this event. They won the last event, so hopefully we'll win this event, and then it'll be all to play for.
You were the coach that came up with kind of a genius idea, wasn't it, for them to bite it?
Anyway, like, so in rugby, the ball is your responsibility. So by any means, get it over here. So, like for me, this is just a try line. So every time
try line, that's it.
There we go.
Josh, let's get going. Ben, big performances, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Where you go? Come on, Margie, get out. Well done, lads, well done.
The Sheehans from Limerick are first to take on Slingshot. They will set the target for the rest to beat. Margie's on the heavy cord. Josh and Danny closest to us on the medium tension cords, and Ben on the light. And first in is Danny, and then the other 2 lads have got them as well. So there is Margie.
Okay, leave the ball, Margie.
Oh, and Margie dropped that ball earlier on, so she can't score with it.
Come on, lads, get back!
Josh Sheehan heading back down the course. Danny's there beside him. Ben's got a ball as well. Danny's only 14 years of age, and Josh is up for his second one.
Score that.
Oh, and he's missed
Josh, don't do that again. Again. That's cheap, man, yeah?
Oh, I'd hate if Donica O'Callaghan said that to me. Josh won't do that again.
Look for it.
The footing and the grip, very tricky. Ben has steadied himself.
Well done.
And he's got number 2. So they're up to 4 now. Remember, 5 minutes to do it. Here comes Danny Sheehan.
You need to find it. Danny, find the rope, will you?
There's a rope down there that they use to pull themselves up, as you can see.
Give it to him. Come on, work together.
But the water is cloudy.
Work, score this one, will
Nothing
ya?
comes
Come
easy.
on.
The legs,
Dig
everything
in.
burning at this
Score it.
stage.
Put it in. That's
Second
the
one
boy.
in for Josh.
Come
He
on,
didn't
Danny,
make the
score
same
it.
mistake
Get
twice.
back to
They've
2
more
in.
in, up to
Come
6
on,
now.
Here we go, Margie, yeah? It's gonna be
Margie
a great score, 1-0,
working
yeah?
so hard.
For the ODU. Everything's a bonus.
She's
so,
nearly
yeah?
there.
Well done, well done.
She's on the heaviest tension cord, and brilliant from Margie.
Get back. Get back. Come on,
Showing
Ben.
the lads
Danny and
the
Josh,
way,
work.
but they have done their part so far. But 7 and 8 is probably not going to be enough, but we'll find out.
Danny, get after him.
Here they come with more of those coloured footballs.
We need this one. This is a big score for you, yeah? Big score. Finish
Josh
now.
Sheehan.
Finish. Back up all your hard work.
He's got that ball underneath his arm. Well, whatever works, I suppose. And Josh has been flawless since his early mistake. Danny's been really impressive too. This will be his 3rd.
That's the boy.
And they reach double figures,
Well
up to
done,
10 now.
done. Come on, Ben. Come on.
The clock's still ticking. That's Ben Sheehan, and Margie is going for her 2nd one.
Be composed, fella.
But Ben is on the lightest tension cord, and he's got the ball in his mouth. I'm not sure I do that, but look, needs must. There's number 11 for them now. Ben, well, that tactic of putting him on the lightest cord has paid off. He's got the most so far, and they're inside the final minute.
Here you go, Margie.
Under a minute to go.
Just get the rope and take
How
a
many
break.
more
Josh,
can they get
walk
out of
that in.
this?
Walk
That's
that in,
Josh
Danny. Come on,
again
just get the
with the
rope.
ball
Get the rope.
wedged underneath
Get the
his
rope.
arm. Danny's coming, and Ben too. I'm not sure Margie will be able to get one more. It's down to the lads.
Back up your work.
That is Danny,
That's the boys. We need
and
one
Danny's
more.
got
We need one more.
another one in. They're up to
This is the only
13.
score we need to do, and you hit your target up.
Just
yeah?
seconds remaining
Put that in
at
now.
Rathbeg and Lakes in County Meath. Slingshot number 1. Margie's got, oh, she nearly got a second one, but what an effort she's put in. Brilliant performance.
10. You put
With
that
the way
in.
the race was
Come
set
on.
up, seconds to
Hurry
go.
up,
How
Ben.
many more can they get?
Hurry up,
The
Ben.
lighter tension cord's always going to be easier, but they've got 13 now. 4 each for the lads, 1 from Margie. Big effort. We'll see if it's good enough.
Our tactic was to go all the way up to the barrel just to make sure of it and kind of drop it in. And I did all the work and got there, and I threw it and missed, so he wasn't very happy with that. But
Josh, don't do that again. Don't do that again. That's cheap, man, yeah?
I got odd with Josh because he done all the work, Mairead. He did all the hard part and then just put it in, you know?
You sound frustrated right now.
Yeah. And look, 13 is a good score.
It is. It is a good score.
So I shouldn't be overly harsh, but when you just see loads of balls around the place, you're kind of going, they're wasted
missed
opportunities.
points.
Yeah.
Next to face Slingshot are Nina's Burns from Waterford.
We're going to have Man work the hardest one and see how she can do, and then myself and Simon will take the medium tension ropes.
I'm glad that we do have a second chance. You know, I hate to have gone out on that first go.
Well, Nina.
Yeah.
Event number 1 did not go your way.
No.
But the beauty of Ireland's Fittest family is there's another event. So have we got an optimistic family over there?
No, definitely, yeah. Their spirits are still high, thank God. And Martina's going to do her best in it. And the other 3 guys are just going to really ground it out, and hopefully we can score high.
Okay, so that is the plan now. It's just pull out a massive performance.
We have to, yeah, or else we're going home. That's just the...
The Burns family from Waterford have 13 to beat. Martina, Louise, Simon and Kevin. Kevin and Simon closest to us are on the medium tension cords. Louise on light, Martina on the toughest. So let's see if that race strategy pays off for the Burns family. Kevin, Simon and Louise out quickly. And there's Kevin Burns.
Go on, Louise, you can keep
Ball
going.
under his arm, he's down at the barrel already. Simon and Louise joining him.
Don't drop them. Good lads.
But this is a promising
Careful.
start. Oh, but a miss by Kevin
Make sure
Burns.
these count now, okay? We need them. Don't throw it. Don't.
Simon.
We have
Oh, and
to
he's
get
missed
closer,
as
lads.
well.
We have to get
What
closer.
about Louise?
That's it. Well done, Louise.
She got the first one
You
in.
need to hold that ball,
So that will
Kevin.
settle
You
them
need to get as
down.
close you can, okay, to the barrel. Don't throw it. We've no accuracy doing that.
Kevin
Close you can.
has made it back down to the
Close you
barrel.
can.
Missed his first
Come on,
attempt.
closer.
Getting a bit closer
Close you
now.
can.
Oh, he could move closer still, so that's
Come on,
2
we have to
misses
make
for
each one of
Kevin
these
Burns.
count, okay? Well done. Come on.
What about
Come on,
Simon?
Come on, Louise. Good
He's
woman.
finding
Come
it
on.
heavy. He's on that
You've got all this far. We
medium
wanna go back,
tension
okay?
cord.
Make sure you get
Louise
it.
is
Well
on
done.
the light, and there's one in for Simon, his first. Louise has
No, we
missed.
have to go back. Well
So
done,
that's 2
Martina.
have gone
That's
astray
nice
for
and slow,
her.
okay? Good woman.
Martina is finding that
2 minutes go.
heaviest cord really hard going.
Come on, Kevin. Nice and close.
Kevin
you have
up
to go
for his
closer.
third attempt. Oh, and
you
he's
have to
missed
go
as well.
closer.
Just
Come on,
2
Louise.
balls
Come on.
in the first 2 and a bit minutes.
Come on, Louise.
This is
Go
not
on,
going
come on.
according to plan for the Burns family.
Come on, come on. Come on, Simon, come on, push.
Simon
come
now.
on, push. Now to get close.
He could,
okay, come on.
well, he can go as close as his legs will allow
Well
him to,
done, well
and
done.
he's
Come
gotten
on,
2
Louise,
in.
come on,
So
come
Simon,
on.
their best performer
Doing
so
great,
far.
come on.
What about
Kevin,
Louise?
right
Has
up
got
close,
1.
Okay? You need to get as close as you can to that
13
barrel.
seems like a long way away with the clock ticking. Those seconds ebbing away from the Burns family. Louise has missed again. There's another
Hard
miss
luck.
from Kevin. Kevin hasn't
Come on,
got one in
we've
yet.
got a minute and a half, guys.
Simon
Come on,
has
we can
2,
pick it
Louise
up.
1. They've got about 90
Come on, you can do
seconds
it. Come on.
to do what looks impossible at
Come on,
this
Simon.
stage. But
Keep
you never
moving it,
know.
come on. Get that rope.
I wonder, has their confidence
done.
been zapped by
Now,
those
as close as you can get it
early
now, okay?
attempts which went astray? They're getting down here.
Well done. In you go.
Oh, they missed another one. That was Simon that time.
Now,
They're
Kevin,
inside the
as close as you
final
can,
minute.
okay?
And this has not been a good event for the Burns family.
As close as you can.
They're doing the really hard bit, dragging
Kevin, make this
themselves
count,
down the
okay?
length of the
Come on.
course. And that's another one that's gone astray against Kevin, and they can't believe it. Nobody
Come on,
can.
Louise.
Just 3.
That's it.
The Burns
that's it.
family in serious
Pull yourself
bother.
close again. You're doing great. Come on.
But when
Come
you're
on to this one.
fatigued
Come on.
and tired,
Another 30
the accuracy
seconds, guys.
and the
Come on, you have to be
concentration, they're
quicker.
the first things to go. They have not given
Well
up.
done,
They
well
have
done,
tried
Louise.
and tried.
Come on,
There's a
come on,
second one
quicker now.
for
Come on,
Louise.
you have to run. We only
It's
got
been
another 30
really
seconds
hard
left.
for
Come on.
Martina inside the final 10 seconds. She was
Good
on
woman.
the toughest tension
Have a shot
bungee
from there,
cord,
Martina. We've only
but she
40
has
seconds
not
left.
given
Go
up. And going from downtown, Martina doesn't make it, and the Burns family are in serious difficulty. Nina will not be happy with their performance. Just 4 is
You
their
did great,
total.
lads. Well done.
It was really disappointing. I think we were going well until literally, I think I think I hit the rim 6 or 7 times at the ball, like, you know.
It was just so unfortunate. He just kept missing every time it just hit the rim. I know. I felt so sorry for him, like, and he was really there.
The third family to take on Slingshot.
She would have probably the worst aim out of all of us.
I just really don't want it to be a situation where we're in an eliminator. It's still a possibility, but right now the control is in the Gallagher's hands.
Family, are you ready?
It's the Gallaghers from Donegal.
3,
Lisa, Connor,
2,
James and Molly.
1.
Lisa is on the heaviest tension cord. Connor the lightest. James and Molly both on medium.
Super work. You're going to start to feel
They
it
won
now.
fast and furious,
Grab a hold of
and
that
Molly
rope.
has started
Keep
well
going
here. She's
together.
out in
Keep
front.
going
She was
yourself.
great in the
Keep going
first event.
yourself.
13 is the
You've
score
got
to
the
beat.
easiest
That
one,
was
Conor. You need to make
the
up the
Sheehan's
most ground
tally.
here. You need to make up the most ground.
And a miss
sure
from
you're right
Molly
beside
Gallagher,
it.
and that's
You're
not the
right
start they
beside
wanted.
it. Right beside it. Don't leave
James
anything to chance.
and Connor got the 1st one in,
Let's go.
followed
No
by
more
James.
Nose, Molly, get closer. Well done. Make sure you have that ball now. Make sure you have that ball
And that's
now.
Mum Lisa
Don't leave anything
on the
to chance.
heaviest cord. Huge effort to get to here,
Do-
and that's
well done,
brilliant
Lisa.
from
Do
Lisa
more now. Let's
Gallagher.
go. Mind yourself now.
That
Let's
cord
go. Let's
dragging
go.
her back all
No,
the
you need to
time.
speed up now. Come on, let's go.
Molly looking determined,
Pump your
doesn't
legs.
want the same
Pump your
mistake in
legs.
front of the barrel.
Pump your legs. Well done. Let's go. Every bit counts now, Molly. Everything counts. Pump
So the
your
rope
legs.
helps them
Every
up
bit counts.
the bank at
Everything
the side of the water. Oh, and
You need to
Molly's
get
missed
closer
again.
all the way up. All
And we
of the
saw
way
earlier
up.
on, those misses certainly do get inside your head.
All the way up. all
That
the
is
way up.
James juggling with the ball a bit. Another
done.
one in, and for Connor
Let's go,
too.
Lisa, up the pace.
So Connor's on the
Molly,
light
you're
cord,
approaching 2
James
minutes.
on the
I need you
medium.
Up the pace. Power your legs.
And
Go
here
on.
comes
You
Lisa
get
Gallagher
yourself
again,
on.
and she is
You can't
driving those legs through the water.
Let's go now. Let's go. Power your legs. I know you're tired. You've
You
3
just
more
get an
minutes to
idea
work
of how
and you're done.
hard
3
and
more
how
minutes.
heavy the
What's
tension
gonna
is
be
on that
here?
bungee cord.
All the way, Molly. All the way.
So Molly
Come on, guys. Let's
getting
go.
encouragement from her mum.
Molly. Don't let that ball drop.
She can get as close as she's able to. And there is Molly Gallagher with her first one in.
You got it.
And that will develop the confidence. Lisa
Go
has
again, let's go
missed.
again. You gotta make sure of it. You gotta
James
make sure
doesn't.
Of it. You're getting
Connor
tired.
misses.
You gotta make sure of it. Let's go.
So they've got 7.
No time to waste. You're over halfway. Push hard. You've less
They're
than 2
more
minutes
than halfway
left.
to the
Less than 2
target.
minutes to a quarter-final.
And less
You
than
have
2
to
minutes
push
to go.
through this part. Come on, let's go.
Anna will drive them on.
Now, everyone make sure of this one.
Molly for her second. Oh, and she's
Keep going, keep going.
lost the ball.
Let's go, let's go.
Can't go back to it, has to go back and get another one. That is
Get your foot in.
deflating. Oh, and so is that.
Keep going. Excellent, James. Well done.
James with his
Come on,
4th,
guys, don't
really
give
good
up.
performance.
Don't
The
give
time time ticking away.
Come on, Connor.
1 minute left.
Excellent.
And they've got to get 6 more. Will this reduce it to 5 for Lisa Gallagher? Taking as much care as she can, and she's got it. Well done, Lisa Gallagher. 2 on the heaviest tension cord.
Come on, guys, find out one's count.
They're closing it down.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Get this one in.
They've got 9.
Get it in. Push.
Here's Molly.
Closer, closer.
As close as she can get. Oh, and she's missed that one as well. But James and Connor are in position to score in the dying seconds of the Gallagher's attempt at slingshot. There is number 10 and now 11 right on the hooter. The 5 minutes are done. They've got 11. It may well be good enough for the Gallaghers.
Well done, Lisa.
We expected it to be really hard, but it was harder than what I thought it was going to be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
So, like, that's 7. But even here, that means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
So close.
more.
Yeah.
And had we got that,
yeah,
that would have been a really good score. It's very hard to know where we are,
yeah,
but I don't think 11 will be enough to get top spot.
And last up on Slingshot tonight, it's Davies Nugents from Louth.
Our game plan is to put Danny on the easiest resistance, and then me and my dad onto the medium, and my mum on the hard.
We get a first or second here, we're out the door. Mags, as good as you can do in it, as good as you can do, you do it, all right?
Last year, we did see some people, they put the ball between their teeth. Are we going to see anything like that from your family?
If you get a good grip between your teeth, it might work. That's what we're going to try and do.
Okay.
I just hope it doesn't go wrong.
Okay, I hope so too. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Be a nice gift for you, wouldn't it, a win?
40 again.
I never got him a present. Happy birthday, Davy. Here go the Nugents, Mags, Danny, Finn and Donal. They were second in Fast and Furious.
Getting ready.
That was some performance to come from behind
2, 1.
in that race, but how will they do with slingshot? Remember, the Sheehan's still the best tally of 13.
Let's go.
And the Nugents from Louth
Nice and
have
slow.
started
Let's get
briskly.
Come on. Get that rope and get it in there. Come on, let's go.
So
Get
Donal
the balls in there. Nice
is
and
there
slow.
with Finn and Danny,
Get back.
and an accurate start. Mags decided to go long.
Come on, move.
That look from Davy said a lot, didn't it? No words necessary, but they're all back down to the bottom of the course.
Let's go. Let's go. Danny, come on.
So remember, Mags is on the heaviest
Get your breath in the
tension
rail.
cord. Medium for
Get your breath
Donal
in
and
the rail.
Finn,
Keep
and the
going.
lightest,
Secure the
well,
ball.
that's what
Come on.
Danny has got.
Secure that ball. Secure the ball. Let's go. Finn, secure that ball.
Donal there again, ball in his mouth. It's a tactic they're using, and it's pretty effective.
Come on.
Able to use both hands to connect with the rope and drag themselves up. They've got 5 already. The effort they've put in is huge to get from one end of the course to the other, and it is paying off. 6. 13 is the target. Donal Nugent coming back down the course with that ball tucked underneath his right arm. Finds the rope.
Come on, Finn, come on.
Got as close as he needed to be, and it's now 7. They look very powerful, the Nugents.
Let's go.
Mags hasn't scored so far, but it was always going to be left to Danny, Finn and Donal.
Get that rope. Okay, come on.
But if Mags can get at least 1, it would be a huge bonus. And here is Mags Nugent. Oh, and she missed. Just hit the back rim of the barrel. Oh, he ain't happy. But they've got 9, and a 10 should come very shortly as they close in on the Sheehan's tally of 13. That was Donal Nugent once more.
Come on. Ready?
3. They are powering through the water.
Come on.
Double figures already. And there's 3 more on the way down to the barrels, which will tie them.
Come on and get up there. Come on. You've got to grind it out, man. Come on.
Danny back up to the top.
Get going.
90 seconds or more to go.
Come on, will you?
Can they do this? They're in a perfect position. The Nugents, remember what they did in Fast and Furious.
Quickly!
Coming from behind to finish in second.
Finn, come on!
But Mags Nugent is edging closer and closer. The heaviest cord behind her, dragging her back with every step. Look at the determination on her face, and she's got 1, and they move in front. Mags Nugent has put them in front of the Sheehan's. They're on 14, and there is more to come because they still have time. There is number 15. Oh no, did it bounce back out?
Jesus!
I'll count that one, yeah.
Oh, Paul O'Donovan, the referee, is counting that one. So 15 stands. That one from Danny stands. Can Finn get another one? Remember, each family doesn't know how the other one is done in this competition. They've got 17. Just try and get as many as they can. They're in front at the moment, but the Nugents do not know that. The final seconds. Mags driving through that water, and Danny beside her, but the clock is against them. The klaxon sounds, it's over, 5 minutes, but that is some display. 17 beating the Sheehan's by 4.
So the points for slingshot are: the Nugents are on 4, the Sheehan's on 3, the Gallaghers have 2, and the Burns just 1 point. Which means we have a new family on top of the leaderboard, and Davy's Nugents go straight through to the quarter-finals. Nina's Burns with the lowest points are heading home, leaving Anna's Gallaghers to face Donica's Sheehan's in the eliminator for the last place tonight. And it's up to me to give them all the news.
Well, families and coaches, after 2 events, I can now reveal the results. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to one family at this point, and that family is the Burns. Hard luck, guys, and sorry, Nina. Well done.
Well done, guys.
Okay, the other news. The family going straight through to the next round of the competition is Davy and the Nugents. Congratulations, and it is a very happy birthday for you today, Davy. Well done. Which means Anna and the Gallaghers, you need to get yourselves ready to go into the eliminator against Donica. The best of luck.
Yeah, another family gone, unfortunately for the Burns. Just things didn't go really right for them today, and just events probably didn't really suit.
Like, I'm so happy that we did it. Obviously, it wasn't the outcome we wanted, but I'm so happy we gave it a go.
Good on you. Well done. Well done.
I've got 2 strong families in the quarterfinals, and I'm looking forward to the weeks ahead.
We are just delighted to get through. I don't think any team, of course, wants to do an eliminator, and at least not us either. So we're just delighted that we just don't have to face the eliminator.
Come on, go!
How much do you want it?
Welcome back to Ireland's Fittest family. Earlier we said goodbye to Nina's Burns from Waterford, and Davy's Nugents have beaten off the competition to progress to the quarter-finals. But it's time now for 2 families to face the dreaded eliminator.
It is Donica's Sheehan's from Limerick versus Anna's Gallaghers from Donegal. The winners will get that coveted place in the quarter-finals, but all the pressure is on Donica O'Callaghan to not lose another family.
Oh yes, the pressure is on as both families now face our water eliminator, which is not for the faint-hearted. First, each family member must tackle a series of floating obstacles to cross the deep lake and reach dry land as quickly as possible. Then each family must carry a 30-kilo log for a 300 metres dash before taking on our 4 floating up and overs. They have to complete a leg-burning river wade before tackling an 8-foot or 2.4 metres high wall. We've seen it before, but teamwork is absolutely essential before they face the ramp, which, with the toughest gradient ever, will decide who is going through and who is going home.
Obviously up against Anna, which I never like, to be completely honest with you. Every time I come up against her in an eliminator, it is touch and go, and there's no whole lot between it. But I know the Gallaghers are good. We saw it in Fast and Furious. They actually won that. So just coming into this, we need to go a little bit beyond ourselves to be able to compete with a family like that.
I'm nervous about this eliminator. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Donica knows that he's already lost a family, so he has a bit between the teeth, and he lost to me in last year's final. So I think he doesn't want to lose to me again, because this is like a final, because winner takes all, and whoever loses goes home.
It's the Gallaghers in gold, Molly, James, Lisa and Connor, against the Sheehans wearing yellow, Josh, Danny, Margie and Ben.
Let's drive it on, Gallaghers, now!
One family will go through to the quarterfinals. The other one is going home. Anna's Gallaghers and Donica's Sheehans.
1!
Well, a crazy start to this eliminator with the water involved straight away.
Hold on, hit a knee.
This is just a small wall. It's a gentle start, and Lisa Gallagher over first for her family. They've got the life jackets on.
Go on, Lisa.
Here we go to these lily pads. Wow, that's brilliant from Lisa Gallagher. That's the way to do it. And another wall as well for her. She's shown the rest of her family how to get across quickly.
Next one, hit the middle. Hit the middle, Margie.
Outstanding. So now Margie Sheehan just taking it very carefully. Lisa doing the exact opposite. She is absolutely flying. That was brilliant from Lisa Gallagher. So the Gallaghers have the lead. Margie is stuck on one of those lily pads, but she still stayed on, which is the important thing. An incredible start. And now this 30-kilogram log. All four of them have to carry that, and they've to run 300 metres. But this has started really well for the Gallaghers and Anna Geary. Anna already has a family through. The Sheehans have regained their composure, and they're at the second wall and very nearly on dry land. But the Gallaghers are powering away from them. This is a big lead at an early stage of this eliminator.
Tighten up now, Margie, go.
Donncha, well, he lost a family last week. He will not want to lose another one. Margie still out in front, and she really hit that first time, copying the Gallaghers style. The Gallaghers in water again.
What you do next?
It's very cold.
Let's go.
That was Molly Gallagher. Here come the Sheehans, though. They have 300 metres to make up and cover as quickly as they possibly can. A slight stumble there from Josh Sheehan, but he's okay, stayed on his feet.
Come on, Connor.
And now they can see where the Gallaghers are. They get rid of the log, and Donncha is roaring them into that water.
Get her over.
This is the hardest part.
So they've got to get over those obstacles.
Don't leave her behind.
Go! Lisa Gallagher being helped along because that is difficult terrain under their feet. They go round that red flag.
Power, Lisa.
The Sheehans are finding this heavy going. Donncha is really pumped.
Power. This is the hardest part. I promise you're in the water now.
The Gallaghers, it seems the water has slowed them down a little. Connor is holding his mum, Lisa's hand, just helping her get to the end of this particular part of the eliminator.
You have to want it. Come on.
Well, they do want it. That's the message, though, from Anna Geary, to keep them driving forward. They are out of the water, and they can see more walls. Well, one of them's out of the water. Here come the Sheehans, though, moving a little freer, it seems. So this wall is 2.4 metres high, and it is all about teamwork. Molly Gallagher is first up. Lisa going to join her up at the top, but they're not particularly quick, it seems.
Come on, lads.
So Molly is over.
Danny, get up to the wall.
The Sheehans still not clear of the water, though.
Go get off your life jacket.
It seems to be the Gallaghers to lose at this stage. That's Connor up at the top, but there's Danny Sheehan. Where did he come from? The Sheehans have closed this gap right up because the Gallaghers have lost time on the wall. So now first to the ramp is James, and he's come straight back down. Really steep gradient on it. Margie Sheehan is up at the top of the wall. Can the Sheehans do this? They were the come from behind family in Fast and Furious, and there's been another fail from the Gallaghers. Is this going to slide away from them? They can't get one family member up to the top of the ramp. There's another one come back down. Incredible. The Sheehans will know they can do this. Up at the top of the wall now. The final two members, their family, and Donncha is driving them on. Anna wants the Gallaghers to be calm, and now it's Danny Sheehan makes a leap towards the lip of that ramp, but he can't get up, and the Gallaghers have had another fail as well. They can't get anybody up to the top of this ramp. It is steeper than ever before, and another fail from the Gallaghers. Their confidence will be ebbing away. Can the Sheehans take the lead now? They were way behind early on in this eliminator. And there's one hand up there from James Gallagher, but he's come back down. The Sheehans can't get up either. Everybody is absolutely soaking. It doesn't help them trying to get to the top. Another fail. Incredible. Josh having it over the Sheehans, and he's got both hands up there, and he's going to get up there. The Sheehans go in front. That is incredible. The Gallaghers still haven't got one family member up there. Will it be two for the Sheehans? No. Impossible to hold on to his brother's hand there. Incredible stuff. Now, finally, Connor is up for the Gallaghers. After all those failed attempts, Conor Gallagher is up there. It's one each. Will it be 2-1 to the Gallaghers any second? Danny is closest to us for the Sheehan's, trying to get himself up to the top of the ramp, but there's 2 up there for the Gallaghers now. James and Connor are both up there. The tension with this, absolutely ridiculous. Molly Gallagher having a go, but she's come straight back down. This looked all over not so long ago, but the Sheehan's are right back in the mix now. They were leading, but it's dead square at the minute. Lisa Gallagher's going to have a go. The sun in her eyes. Up she comes. Mum Lisa, no, back down as well.
Go!
This is really hard to watch. Molly Gallagher, another attempt for her. Have they got her? Have they got her? A third Sheehan and another failed attempt. They've got 2. The Gallaghers desperately trying to get Molly up there to put them in front and just leave Lisa back down there.
You have to believe it.
So Molly has got up for the Gallaghers. It's all down to Lisa. Can her 3 kids get her to the top of the ramp? Is this a third Sheehan about to make it up to the top? It looks very close. It looks like it. There's 3 Sheehans up there. 3 Sheehans up there. This is crazy. It's a dead heat again. Lisa Gallagher, a big intake of breath. Can her kids get her up there? Margie Sheehan having a go herself as well. Reaches out, and Lisa, they've got a hold of her. They've got a hold of Lisa Gallagher. How tight is this? What an incredible eliminator this has been. She slipped back down, Lisa Gallagher, but they've got her. They've got her. Can they get her up to the top? And Margie grabbed by the Sheehans, and the Gallaghers win. Incredible stuff. A photo finish right at the end. That was some race. It went one way, very much in favour of the Gallaghers. The Sheehans came back, but the Gallaghers win only just. Wow. And Anna's got another family through, but Donica, well, he's lost another one.
That was tough one. That was really, really tough one. The Sheehans, to be fair, they gave it everything. And it came down to the walls, it came down to the moms, and they were both incredible.
Sheehan's, that was one of the best eliminators we've ever seen. I mean, right to the last seconds of it. I know everybody's disappointed, but you must be very, very proud of yourself and the family.
So proud, yeah. Feel very blessed to have these 3 boys, sorry.
Oh, I know.
Not many mums will be able to do what she did. She's absolutely as tough as nails, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't change a thing, you know. She's really a great role model for us, you know, and I hope when I'm her age I'll be able to do the same thing.
Margie, you are something special. You should be so, so proud of yourself. Sheehan's are an incredible family, and I'm just sorry it didn't go our way today.
So are we. Anyway,
yeah,
thanks
Mairead.
I am. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, we never have got an opportunity to do anything like this, so it's great as well to be able to have done it with the boys. You know, I mean, I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather do it with.
I think we wanted to prove ourselves again, and you know, we really wanted to make it through to the next stage, so we just gave it our all. And I'm so proud of my mum, and my brothers really carried us through there as well, so yeah, I'm proud of them.
I saw you did a little woohoo when you made it out of that lake there, you know, ahead of everyone else. So you're obviously very, very proud of yourself.
Well, I think even the pontoon, the first bit, that was, I have to say, like, I didn't let anyone know, but that's the bit I was really nervous about, because the balance thing. And so when I got past that, I was like, right, I can do the rest. I can do the rest, because I know I've got them to help me.
And you nailed it.
Yes,
you do it, you nailed it.
At each one, I was like, oh, I've done it.
Donica and I, we've come head to head, like here, and we did in the final last year. Came down to the wire that time, came down to the wire here, but I can't be worrying about him. I'm savouring the fact that after a really long day, after all the ups and downs, we came out on top. And it means that the Gallaghers are through to a quarter-final.
So, Anna, you're very, very proud. The Gallaghers are very proud of themselves. And it's now on to the quarter-finals.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're too exhausted.
We'll give them a break first. It's not today. Don't worry, it's not today.
I need to get to bed.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing what you do in the quarterfinals. Well done, congratulations.
Thanks,
Enjoy the break.
Well done.
Well, if you enjoyed that, we have plenty more of it, because next week we're back here with 4 new families, and we'll see the return of Raft Rage.
A good tap now! Run! Run! Move, 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 move! Move it!
It's exactly what I told him not to do.
Oh.
Yep, Nina's under pressure now. Will she get a family through next week, or will they develop raft rage or succumb to the water eliminator? We'll have to wait next week to find out. Stay where you are now. Home of the Year coming up after this.